Okay, wait. Onic?
There's a chance.
Oke guys, kita masuk di game ketiga guys.
Now?
Onic versus
What do you
the
put King Kong on?
NC.
Joy? And then TNC just straight up
Fanny
picks
di Ben,
utility junglers.
Hayabusa, Isunsin,
Yeah, the utility
Khaled.
friend with Baksha. Will we be able to see that?
Khaled Kalea,
And Jushin, by the way, is open here
Harit,
for both of our teams.
Lancelot.
Is this
Ini assassin nih, banyakan guys.
Oh yeah, the Yuzong. So far,
Yeah, it got left behind.
Paling Fredrin Kumar.
or the back. I'm seeing a Baksha on the mouth of Coach Wynot.
Is this CC first pick
Or yeah,
for Onic?
flexible. Got a catch up. Or maybe the CC. Just get the CC overall
Just get a
here.
CC, honestly, because it could flex on both XP and
That's it.
gold. So now TNC.
Yes.
It's time to just get the Yuzong here, honestly.
I think they shouldn't let go of the Garakasha in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe Gatot Yuzong. They don't have to pick up the jungler here. They
Gatot
have Fred and Baksha.
Or even a Gatot good Jushin, as I've seen the combos numerous size. And it's not that hard to execute, but might be an overkill.
That's if you're convinced that Kirk doesn't play the Yuzong.
Maybe.
What?
Wait. Joy
Juicy.
and Jushin. Minai.
I don't know, man.
There's something
Fred
when they're on the
Drinks,
red side here.
Yeah, I think
Fred Drinks.
TNC is convinced that okay, let's just take away the Joy because it's still one of the still one of King Kong's signature picks. Just give him utility jungle. You know, if he's on Fred, if he's on Baksha, TNC's happy. I think that's the game plan here. But that's why they picked up the Zushin too.
Maybe. But is it enough of a reason here for King Kong to be threatened? Because remember,
Sure.
he could just go for a debut like a Suyu
Suyu?
here. Mentioned that.
That's hard against Zushin and Joy though.
But let's see, the king of the jungle. The Kimi and catch here for Onic Philippines. And the
Yuzong,
Yuzong for
kenapa
TNC
enggak
Protein.
ambil
Matter of fact, add
Yuzong guys?
Hilda to the mix here, complete for TNC. Hilda or Hylos, last phase. So, you know, Onic, they have to clear those out. Those two heroes are just gonna be problematic for them.
But let's see. Now we're heading on to the banning phase now. You ban a hero again for King Kong if ever, or even for Kirk. Because I'm convinced that this is going to be a Kelra CC from basing on the games that we've seen so far.
Yeah. This is a big problem for Onic. I think this will come out to bite them after this game. If they ever lose, this limitation is going to expose them for the remainder of the games.
Yeah, and remember, whoever wins this game will get the
Fredrin
match
di
point,
ban
and
guys.
now they ban the Fredrin.
Nggak
Maybe they
jelas
just
ya
don't want the
sponsornya
Joy
aja
to
gitu guys.
match up with the Fredrin. It's still a decent answer. But the box should still open. That's I think TNC hopes to give King Kong the box shot so that it gets heavily countered by the Yuzong and the Zushin. So if you're Onic, this is the time to bring out new junglers. Okay, Hilda gets removed. That's good, bad for Onic.
Yeah.
This is the time to showcase how wide King Kong's hero pool is. Suyo's still there, but it's just a terrible choice for him to make, especially seeing these three heroes. I think Lucas would also be a good
Link,
pick.
Link guys.
We just want to put it out there. And that's a very deep dive here onto the bans for Coach Edomax and
Hilda
Ito.
di ban.
Considering that even if King Kong picks off the link, you will be having a hard time being chased down. Again and again, you have the Yuzong here for the Mar. There's a Mobius possibility here for Onic PH, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think they don't care about the Phobies, honestly. 3Mar's gonna have a good time dealing with the Phobies. Grok. They ban Grok instead of the Hylos. Should be an easy Hylos for TNC, honestly.
They could just go for a
Oh,
backshot.
Kumar guys.
Oh my god, there's no
Ini
hero
Onic
left.
mau ambil jungler apa
For
guys?
King Kong.
Ini guys.
Now they go for that checkmate.
What do you pick?
Dapat kaca jungler. Aduh.
What do you take for King Kong? There's none left.
Kenapa Oh,
Lucas,
lagi rambling
Suyo,
ya.
Helkert, Avon.
They ate and left no crumbs.
Yeah, they cleaned up.
Terus banget terus.
They were like, okay, we're gonna eat it in your room. We're gonna order room service for you.
They licked it clean.
They licked it clean. They washed the plates, and they called room service. On a King Kong has no hero left.
Bambaknya.
He's exposed. This guy's exposed.
Now they're contemplating. We have to show them something new.
Okay.
And it's going to be
Okay.
Anakai.
That's a good.
Jungle. Close call there.
Yeah.
Midnight.
That's a remedy. They still are able to pull off a combo between Arlet and Akai, but these are terrible heroes against Yuzong, by the way. Now, Benny, let me see some fighters. Let me see some Esmeralda. Let me see some Yuzong Gold. Because honestly, Folius is open for his Neymar.
I was actually counting on the movies for Onic, but you're right. It also fits onto TNC
Yeah.
Pro Team's lineup after
Man.
that Akai and Arlet pick.
Whatever they want to pick, just go for it.
Go for fighter,
Just
Benny.
don't get an absolute trash hero, honestly.
Let's see.
I like this pick.
Xbox.
Now
He counters 4 heroes in this lineup.
Now he's back.
Cici
Out for redemption, out for revenge for his
ya ini
ex-Borg.
susah ya melawan
Midnight,
Xbox
with
Cici.
the way that the draft went. 2 words to describe for each team.
2 words?
2 words. That's a challenge.
No. Oh, wait. Okay.
I'll make it 3.
2 words for each team, right?
Yes, for each. The draft.
Okay, make it 3.
Okay, make it 3.
TNC, you should win.
Oh, okay, that's 3. That's 3.
Onic, you should lose.
Oh my gosh. Is this a hot take? An epic take?
Yeah.
A mythic take?
No, after that draft, TNC should win. If they lose, the loser deserves it, honestly.
But let's see if that will reflect onto their game as we move on forward. And let's head on over to the Land of Dome with our casters.
This honestly wasn't in my bingo card for day 3 of the playoffs. Hack a King! TNC are deploying Hack a King in an effort to get the match point first against Onic Philippines.
Onic nggak
Probably
boleh
wasn't
kalah
on my
ya.
bingo card at all this season.
The whole season!
All season, an Akai in King Kong's hands. The mechanics, all
lihat ya.
assassin picks gone.
Hey. In defense of Akai, right?
Okay.
I'm an Akai user.
Yes.
There are some moments where you really need to be in the right place at the right time. So there's some mechanics involved.
But that's more so if you're a flicker Akai.
I guess, the reposition. That just makes all the movements more deliberate, okay? Let's not count it out. It's not like it's Uranus.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Go.
Still a debut pick though.
Yeah, for the first time, possibly in forever, we need to go back as far as older seasons of the MPL. The Dragon King has played the Akai, but overall, this is a return to form, not just for IPH, but even TNC, because look, 3mar picks up the Yuzhong, Chaknu picks up the Baksha again, a Baksha in the row for God knows how long, and then Benny Cutie. He started the series with this X-Board, and now he's going to give it the old Phoenix Army try once more.
I feel it's a lot better for the export now though compared to game 1. Oh, hold on, Kirk. Against
Login,
The shot!
The shot!
Ya itu Arut jadi tai ya jumpa Yuzong ya.
I do not want to go 1v1 against Yuzhong ever again. Zaida nearly got a kill there. It's a 0-2 for this Joy, but so far it's looking good.
Okay, we're going to tell exactly why that X-Board was good going in an Onyx lineup again.
Because you don't get to see any form of burst damage from Onyx lineup.
Right?
Jago-jago player kalau kalah hero ya kalah juga kan.
Struggling to always have his Miranda armor in the beginning of a team fight in game number 1, that might not be a problem at all now that we're in game 3.
Black Dragon form coming in. Spots Brusco, pushes away King Kong. No dice, TNC get it
Pertama
for
guys
free.
dapat Zaida.
This is looking like a really good start if you're TNC. Here the Phoenix Army really hyped up. Earlier, Onic have successfully choked out a lot of Zaida's resources as the Joy. But look at where Zaida's
Tapi
farming
belum ada
now.
nih fight
He's
ini.
farming on their side of the jungle. Even Kelra's
Kirim
struggling.
idea aja
One
bang.
more thing to add. Oh my god, they catch Jackal heavy
Oh,
spin.
Oh, the revitalizes there, but those were endless
Calon, mati ya.
vengeances from Kirk. It's the MSC Akai, our
sleeper
lagi
bench
Arlet nih.
right here, right now. Kirk falls.
This Yuzhong is no joke.
Mana
There's a
bang?
reason why
Loh,
it's
mana udah katanya udah
cryo
invite.
so far. It's handling the Arlot so well. Oh, Zaida though. Chaco going in. Baksha shield unity, but he gets to walk away instead. Could have been really dangerous if only he was a bit more further into the turret, but again, at least there's no threat of sudden burst
Ubet,
damage,
Yeah.
so they can just take it easy.
That is on the defensive side. Offensively speaking, I think the X-Mark is great going in on it because look,
Nggak ada
utility
Ubet.
jungle, huge HP on that Gathon, on that Arlo, on that CC.
Itu
And
invite
then
adaku
there's no stand in front of
1259.
him, and then he can get all those true damage stacks.
Yeah.
So TNC, this is a dream situation. A great start. 3.5 minutes in, they're already up 1,000 gold. They're making this Joy look good. How does this feel for Onic?
His joy on the M6 championship skin, by the way,
That is literally King Kong.
which we did just show right now. They're using this exact skin against Onic, and they're not having such a great time. Zaida's first to position himself near the objective as well. And Benny, the export, finally gets to join. What could you expect? It's not going to be easy for Onic to start things off, but instead it's TNC who starts everything. Brusco already using the AOG, but 3 more.
Hot
Video
dog,
lagi
three-man
kayaknya.
gang on that Yushong. Didn't even get to use the Black Dragon form. Now Onyx in position, going for the turtle.
Now with 3 mark on, there's no Black Dragon form, but that's a surprise. Final slash. Benny Cutie also throwing out those
Nggak
flames,
ada
and
juga,
he
player
gets
tidak
the turtle.
ditemukan.
How did
Dapat
that
Xbox
happen?
guys.
It's Benny who secures the objective for TNC.
Nggak ada ya.
Alpha Retribution. I mean, Zaida helped for sure, but in the thick of things, it's that last insanity. Now in comes the Black Dragon form.
And he's just going to
Udah,
zone
coba
every
punya
single
buka.
member of Onic in an attempt to take this mid turret,
Ada
but 3
juga.
more. That might have been a
Oh,
bit too
mati sih
dangerous.
guys.
He was short and sharp, and he gets taken down by Prince. The super fab clap back.
Ya,
Kara
ketiga.
takes the turret down bottom as well, but Zaida
B,
clearly wants
masih
to trade
O,
as much as he
O,
can.
masih T.
Onyx starting to be a
Oh,
lot more
but what?
aggressive now
Ah,
though, but
dapat
does Kara
kan?
get the
Nope,
purple
he
buff?
went to Lansing.
What?
Lansing took it.
And Zaida got his!
All the purple
Kurang
go to
banget.
the Phoenix army. Off camera, Kelra takes down Benny. That's just to the right of the current camera angle we have now.
Nggak ada
This
juga.
is pandemonium. This is mayhem. Game 3. This is a long shot from what MPL Philippines looks like on the daily.
Still a bit more closer than we thought though. Crimson Beacon. It's less than 1,000 gold lead, but Brusco,
Ubet pot bagus
Lantern
kan?
player
Atau
stance
ubet
going in.
bagus?
The Revitalize was already used. And that's just
Nggak ada juga.
because of Lancy and 3 Mar in mid.
Could have been lethal if Three stayed a little closer to Brusco.
Nggak
With
work guys
another big
ngambil
choke slam, could have been it for the Bruiser.
Akai
Alright,
guys.
Onic able to recover just a little bit. Truth be told, they're doing so much better than we expected.
Nggak ada
And then
juga.
they take it down too far.
ID kamu aja kirim, ID kamu aja ketik, biar aku invite.
It's not over just yet. Just because King Kong did not get a favorable hero doesn't mean the rest of the team can't pivot.
Iya ini ya udah Ubet,
Don't see
spasi BOT, spasi bucket.
and sync up
Udah ini.
just yet.
To
They
be
haven't,
fair,
yeah.
the kind of lineup that they have doesn't need to sync up. Like, it's a fighter lineup. So everything has to
Oh,
happen all
perfect
together.
battle,
Black Dragon
guys.
form starts it up, turns out a quarter mil.
But I guess it can't be too messy
Oh,
either. But for the
perfect.
Cutie, oh no,
Enggak,
Zaida
tadi
really
udah
takes this objective.
Xbox tapi
Everybody's just
udah
pulled back
kira
in.
banget.
Benny Cutie
Apa?
takes down Brusco. Last Insanity already committed. And the heavy spin was used just to escape. So
Nggak ada juga.
now they don't really get to sync up anything.
See, that's what I'm saying, Bree. Onic, they don't need to sync up, but they all have to be there. It's a front line heavy lineup. TNC, they love that. Benny Cutie welcomes that all day, any day. Specifically today, on Friday, he might actually get the max
Nggak
win against
bisa,
Onic
itu ada
first.
invite
That's
aja
the
ID aku
thing.
tuh.
But it's not like they could choose not to just walk up front. I guess maybe for Kirk, he could try and come in from weird angles, and maybe you could say the same for Pelra, but King Kong, based on how great of a map control we're seeing in TNC's hands right now, I don't think they can
Invite
actually
aja
take
dulu lagi di aku
Phoenix
ya.
Army by surprise as much as they want.
Kita ini baru
It has
apa
to be an
kita.
honest approach or a clean pickoff, like one or the other. And I think it's the latter that's more possible. A passive push up top by TNC. They're slowly building up this lead. If there will be a pickoff or free from Onic, I think it's off of, as you mentioned, Kirk. He has to feed these kills over to counter, feed these kills over to Prince. But that damage profile, I'm not so sure if Athena or Midnight talked about this, but this is weird. We were so honed in on that Akai pick that we never considered Onic doing the right kind of damage.
And I guess that's why TNC took out all remaining possible junglers who could have dealt much more damage than this. Because right now we're looking at probably just Super Prince as the main source of damage
B-nya
for Onic.
besar.
And they're playing around Super Prince.
Sama
Super
nol.
Prince
Udah clean fight itu.
If
Lagi,
Super
udah
Prince is
clean
out
fight.
of the
Terima
picture,
bet.
then I can't imagine how Onic deals with everything.
And TNC have that foil. They can send Trimar to go Prince hunting and just stop him from
Tapi
firing
kalau
back. Like,
kontes
it's
slot
Mana ya?
agak
that
berat
simple
nih.
a one-to-one solution. So now Chakdu goes ahead. Baksha Unite spots Brusco, forcing him out of that river brush. And the front line belongs to TNC. Like, Benny Cutie is that bad over the turret.
Ya Akai juga belum level 12 ya.
For Prince hunting if he wanted to.
That's true.
There are so many ways for TNC to deal with Onyx's main damage. And right now, every single one of them can efficiently zone out Onic if they want to. Brusco couldn't even come close. Saida takes the Lord, but they trade Chaknu. Both roamers are down, but could they get more? Because this is last insanity from Betty Cutie!
Bang! Finds two! Prince and the Kelra full! 3 for 1, the Mamba for all that, and the Lord!
Very much worth it. That's super worth it if you're part of the Phoenix Army. You can even try and take much more. They're definitely going to go for this tier 1 mid, and Kirk can only watch.
Kirk tried, all right? I think he knows, he understands the way that we see this picture as spectators, that it's on me. I have to somehow stop this forward momentum from the Phoenix Army. And he came from that weird angle. Like, at best, what was he gonna do? Stop Zaida from coming in and blasting the softies from Onic? Because Trimar's job was done. Again, they'll always have the initiative. They will always be first to say, Trimar, go jump someone. Go jump Prince.
And as we've mentioned, Onic are looking to lose a huge majority, or if not all, their outer turrets at this point. I am wondering if the flying clouds can actually help them. We did see King Kong use one just now.
Yep.
I think even casters, we've been talking about maybe flying clouds favoring those who are on the defense a bit more.
Yep. You can kind of catapult your way towards a advantageous angle. But here's the thing, Bree. You're going to see that coming. Sure, you can't interact with them, but
Still on
you
this.
see that little head in your mini-map. These are pro players we're talking about. These people do it for a living. Some of them have become world champions. So you have to know that, wait, that's not right. We can't let that fly. So I see what King Kong is trying to do. It's just, you won't let that fly by, not by the
Lihat Onic kayak gini ngantuk
Stay
ya.
careful.
Gila kan?
And
Gila
that's what
mana
they're
bang,
doing
grafik
right now.
memang gila.
It's TNC who played a lot more aggressively in the beginning,
Apa nama?
and now they're being a lot more calculated.
And this is where they're comfortable. Again, in a state of constant conflict, a team like TNC flourish. They are a team fighting
Cepet
team, and
dia
they work
tidur.
hard to craft this way as well. Again, Kelron is a fighter
Cepet dia
gold
tidur
lane,
mbak.
so you have to fight and win from there. You can't just be sneaky. That's why the map will never look blue unless you start winning
Mas
these fights.
10.
But how do they do that? Even this purple buff gets denied from them. Traction Pulse already used though. They continue with Benny Cutie first, but it's not just the Viraga that he has. If we have to look at him, he also has the immortality picked up already.
Effectively 4 life bars. effectively multiple ways to trigger the last insanity, even if you get bursted. And again, we mentioned, we agreed, there is no burst from Onic.
No.
Not now, not in the mid game. We're approaching the late game. Maybe there is a way. If Kirk can somehow find that miracle angle.
Yeah. I think just now too, the attraction pulse and the solar beam
Sore
dealt
tadi tidur
a
dia kan bang?
decent amount of damage, but again,
Tidur,
I guess that's the
tongkrong
keyword. It's
tadi.
just a
Oh
decent
iya,
amount of
tidur dia
damage.
bang.
Nothing that Betty QT couldn't really recover from, but they get to force out the Crimson Beacon. But does Chaknu want to look for a target? I don't know where King Kong is too, by the way.
Got him.
King Kong gets spotted though, and now they flush them out. Onic could not come any close, and Chaknu is willing to make the
Tidur cara
sacrifice.
untung guys.
The same play. King Kong, 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Gets a heavy spin.
Betty Cutie still has his immortality.
Oh.
Kirk finding the setup onto 2. The damage might just be enough right now, but 3 more knocks up so many. But TNC with 2 members down might not force the fight anymore, not unless they actually want to.
Betty Cutie, no Moraga armor. In comes Zaida. Enough damage to disincentivize Onic from pushing forward. This is a blunt push by Onic. I can't see it. I think Onic should be thankful. Onic did a great job there.
Tidak
King Kong did a great job.
berada.
He stopped Zaida from using the electrifying beams to potentially go for the cleanup, but Brusco, he doesn't get to stun anyone, even with the flying clouds. But it was enough to force TNC away.
Bring it up. I see exactly what TNC is doing here. That's why Chaknu sent himself over to Onic. That's why he said, hey, kill me now. I respawn sooner. I join much faster via flying clouds. But the timing wasn't perfect. I think TNC lost more than they expected they were going to. And that led to that Lord getting neutralized by Onic in about 0.2 seconds.
So it sounded like a really good plan, but I think it was a bit too specific for TNC to have been able to pull it off. They did get the objective, they're still in the lead, but it's starting to not feel as significant if Onic get a bit more confidence to engage in the team fights.
Not impossible. It's still pretty miserable, but there are solutions.
Gak
As
nyangka
you saw.
dari mereka
I think
fighting
Onic
bakal
should thank the
nunjuk
Lord
band
for
ya.
that.
Buat
Because again,
diambil.
that's all that TNC had their eyes on. Possibly, my theory is they tunnel vision into just the Lord and finishing, assuming that Onic will take this line down. It's clear that the M6 World Champions will do no such thing. A minute before the Lord spawns lower quarter, TNC have to be very particular about how they approach the next fight because Prince has racked up quite a few stacks. I don't know if he died post Skypiercer stack make, but he's starting to hurt.
Yeah, and I think it was Prince who actually started that fight. He used the traction pulse, so Lancey had to use his Crimson Beacon. And that's only when Chaknu just kept running towards Onic. That's when he decided to sacrifice himself because of maybe again the flying cloud theory.
Ya,
On the other hand, Lance has 0 stacks, so his Skypiercer is about 1,500 gold worth of nothing. King Kong struggling to keep his own purple, and they will. Traction pulse thrown out, TNC scramble. So this is what TNC is doing. They're just keeping Onic busy, so the map belongs to them up until the Lord spawns.
Onic, it's so hard for them that they have no choice but to group up and just fight TNC head on. Because there's no right sequence to doing things.
I think there is one universal truth for Onic. Deny Benny Cutie the last insanity. That was the key to that whole fight post-Lord about 4 minutes ago. Like, that was the only reason why Onic is still alive, because they started to whittle down Benny's Pyraga armor first. And they popped his immortality. That's another one. Right now, Benny has no Pyraga armor, so effectively only has 2 life bars, not 4.
Yeah. He doesn't have the immortality right now.
kalau udah pakai MC lagi lootnya
Onic
gawat
might
nih.
see this as a small opportunity or something they can risk. There goes the traction pulse already, and now they're definitely trying to take that Pyraga armor out, but he still has it, and his immortality came back just in time.
Right, and Kirk here's the final flash, displacing the wrong target. Chaknu happy to be of service as TNC go back to the donks.
Time's up. Now those 4 life bars are back for Benny Cutie.
Pretty miserable if you're a fighter lineup, and this is the kind of damage profile you have. Onic are playing this on hard mode.
There's so much going on. So many heroes from TNC even effectively blocking Onic from what they want to do.
Yep, and Onic wanted to take care of the map too. So that's what Zyda's doing. He's overloading the choices that Onic has to make. And if TNC learn of this decision to send Kirk over there, then all the more it becomes clear. Just go first the Lord. They can't get us from the back line. No solid amount of CC here. And King Kong shows himself.
Because I think if there's anyone who needs to work together in this, more than the Gatot KB, maybe it does have to be King Kong and Kirk.
Uh-oh.
But they don't seem to find anyone. Not at least Betty Cutie, we mentioned
Conceal,
the
guys.
important target.
Traction both already used. Chapno rolling around. 3 more hold on to the Black Dragon form. Checks in on that long rush. Chapno pops that Baksha ult. Puissance. Oh wow, these two are holding out. More than half health.
They're
Wow.
fighters. And they keep fighting. No one's going down while Zyda just keeps holding the
Oh,
objective.
dapat
That's the
guys
final
ini
stack
guys.
finally committed onto Betty Cutie, though he still has a bit of armor, but he will use
Nice,
the
dapat
last
mereka.
insanity effectively on
Nggak
3
nolak nih
as
guys.
3 more and Lansing just go for the chase and take down Onic one by one.
2 for 1. And Brusco will not survive. 2 kills
Habis
for
nih.
Lansing. It's just King Kong and Kelra left.
You were looking for the stacks, and now he got 2 kills. TNC, they want to take down the base turrets. We're 19 minutes in, and they might just go straight for the base.
They can't do this. It's not enough firepower to defend.
Spirit Armor's back.
Nice.
Last insanity, Kelra's bursted down. King Kong takes out Chapnu, but he's next.
Gawat
The
Onic guys.
Phoenix Army are at match
Malam deh kalah ini
point.
kalah lagi.
Pulang, pulang.
Fires the burn
Iya.
bright on a Friday night as they go to 2 and 1. The Super Fam are sweating free. Not like this.
My goodness, I wonder how the panel's feeling about
Oke
this.
guys,
Let's hear from
kita
Athena at midnight.
ketemu lagi di game selanjutnya guys.
After that match, now it's a solid proof